It shows that the people are interested and they're not afraid. They're not afraid to come and talk about those things that they feel or will affect them in a very negative way because of something that they've heard in the past or something they actually felt in the past.
I'm here on behalf of my mother, who is 93 years old. She's not an owner, she rents. But I'm trying to find out, what do y'all have to offer her if her landlord decides to sell the house?
Some of the abandoned properties that are in the areas, some of them have historical. What do y'all plan on doing about that?
Yeah. My grandmother lived there, and every time I pass through there, it just does something to me. That there's nothing to really see that she's still there. You know what I mean?
I understand.
And those are the things I'm speaking of. Not just maybe looking for little people too.
The taxes are going to push them out. And I was told that week the homeowners would receive a letter about August or September stating getting a letter on the information of the zero loan.
We don't seem to be relating in terms of the neighborhood associations.
We appreciate and respect your ideas for growth in our community. We ask that you please plan with us and not for us.
Well, first of all, I think it's important to keep in mind that this is a true public-private partnership where Augusta Richmond County is serving as the principal developer. And I think the strength of the project is that as the developer, the city county has gone out and has partnered in the community with local builders, local designers, and also local institutions to try to push this development forward. They're close to the community, they know what's going on, and so they can give us a good sense of where the community is and where it wants to go.
I would have to say it's a lot of the social programs that we've been working on. Abby and I have been working on the Heritage Trail lately. So we've been able to make a lot of partnerships with current existing homeowners, existing entities within the Augusta community.
That's very true, and also the partnerships with the universities has been crucial. We've been able to tackle certain aspects of revitalization pertaining to health and wellness, pertaining to art walks, and also increasing connectivity options for the senior citizens because there are many senior living centers in the area.
One of the keys to success for the Laney Walker Bethlehem Revitalization Project, for me, actually would be home ownership. So in order for home ownership to be successful, it's not just home ownership, but it's pretty much those financial incentives that actually make home ownership actually a reality for many.
Well, for me, I think one of the key things is just the rich history that's in this area. I mean, there are just so many things. I mean, just within a mile or two radius of this area of Laney Walker, if you go down James Brown Boulevard, 9th Street, that was an area that was the hub of the Black Business District. It was tapped as an area that Dr. George Stoney would refer to as the Golden Blocks. The Lenox Theater was there. That opened up in the late 1919, 1920 area, and it was a marvel of its day. Cab Calloway played there, Ray Charles, and so there was just a lot of activity in that area. So I think that's a key point for us to tap into the history.
I remember when I was a little girl, Augusta was a place that I would come to visit. But when I finished school and came back here, I wanted to buy downtown and was told that there are no homes in the downtown area, that they're dilapidated. So now people are given choices. They can live downtown in the Heritage Pine area.
People who come to move into these homes, they can be surprised of the energy of that these homes have and how much they save the energy in these homes.
I think the key to the success of Laney Walker Bethlehem are the people. There's such a great grand history here of people and community. What was great, what is great, and what will be great. We're blessed. We couldn't ask for anything better.
What happened in Augusta that makes it unique and relative to the way that it's financing this redevelopment initiative is that several years ago it passed a hotel motel fee. It gives us the ability to use about $8 million in public financing to leverage $24 to $32 million in private financing. I think for me one of the primary keys for this project and other projects that we've been involved with is the preparation that goes on before the project starts. There is a significant amount of very comprehensive master planning that has occurred in this project from the very beginning. That translated into our public involvement piece where we included input from the general public. And this is a little bit unusual in terms of my experience. We've worked with a lot of city governments throughout the country, especially the Southeast. And there is this tendency, first of all, to plan for the sake of planning, and not an inclination to plan for implementation. With the city of Augusta, that's what they did. They allowed us the opportunity to develop a plan for the purposes of implementing that plan once it was completed, and that's a significant difference.
Some would say that it's all about transforming the city, which was an origination, of course, of the citizens. Some would say it was really about the creative leadership and how they crafted a very innovative financing approach for this project. Some would say it was about restoring the vision of a historic neighborhood and making sure that its legacy would be remembered forever. Some would say it was about connectivity, connecting the different parts of the community, connecting them together physically, emotionally. It's like if you will, a jazz composition. Some can be from an improvisation, and then some jazz pieces are composed, writers and producers, but the important part is that they all have to blend together to make a harmonious sound that is appealing to a person's ear. This project is about that.
we are the keepers of the story. And it's going to be a project that is outstanding.
They have an eternal flame that burns. So it's just, that to me symbolizes something. When you see that eternal flame, it's like this area is still vibrant, and it can be again.
And when you purchase a home in the Laney Walker Bethlehem area, you don't purchase just a home. You purchase an opportunity to be part of the history and the development of the Laney Walker Bethlehem area.
It's important to keep these buildings so that they continue to tell their story.
I believe we are making new history, but it really has to be stressed that we're building on the heritage of the past.
But this is something that's on a national level. Being in development 14 years, I've touched a lot of multi-million-dollar projects, but at the same time, this is a comprehensive project unlike none other.
I think this neighborhood belongs to the people who have been here a long time. They've seen a great neighborhood. They've seen a great neighborhood experience a lot of disinvestment. They've seen a great neighborhood that became a difficult place to live, and now they're seeing a great neighborhood being transforming. I think that's who it belongs to, and hopefully it'll belong to children who are moving into the neighborhood, or families who are moving to the neighborhood with children, and as they grow older, this becomes their neighborhood too.
We know that those old bones that everybody's giving up on, that we're going to revive them, the neighborhood's going to revive them, folks are going to come home and grab those bones, and they're going to be full of good, strong flesh that's living and breathing, and we just couldn't be happier that we've taken something that everybody's given up on and brought it back to life.
Our profession is all about helping somebody else, simply. That's what it's about to me. And to be a part of a huge project as large as this is humbling. Augusta is on the cutting edge of being a great city, and I'm just glad that I was given the opportunity to come and be a part of this project, even though I have to say it had to be written in the stars.